got to get some
straightening.
Why don't you say some straightening? Let's get a better understanding of the situation.
A better understanding of the situation.
Okay.
I like how you're using your words, brother, because just like everybody in the world, I want to know, we want to know, we all want to know.
Yes, sir.
What happened with Cam?
First off, before I bring full context to the story, it's important that there's a backstory to this.
Okay. Oh, so it's more to the story.
Yes, than you think. I know and knew exactly who that was.
Okay.
There were former coaches up under my organization, C1N.
Okay.
So we have tenure. There was a lot of different clips that was going on, kids jumping on Cam. These were coaches. These were grown men.
Okay, former coaches of yours.
Former coaches.
Okay.
Correct. I think it was 2018, when they first came around. TJ first came first to the organization, and then Steph came, I think, the following year or the second year.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows me, I use football as my way of giving back to the community, right? From camps to tournaments to many other things. And how they began their involvement to the program is just like anybody else. It's not just Steph and TJ, but it was multiple people, coaches, players who have been involved that I just let them come. It's just like, come be a part.
It's like an open door policy.
It's an open door. I will never tell you not to come type shit. You see what I'm saying? And I think over the years, their roles expanded because they just kept, showing up. And they were impacting the kids, building great relationships. And also how it morphed was this. When I was in the NFL, I never had time to actually show face to the actual kid events.
Okay.
Meaning, like, during my football season, I didn't have time to pull up to the high school football games.
Correct.
I didn't have time to really show face at practice, at some of the kids' practice.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So I would assign that to my coaches or my staff members. Hey, we need to show face. We need to show support. We need to keep in contact with the parents. We need to keep in contact with the players. You guys let me know what I need to do. This is bigger than football, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I say it takes a village. So, for example, one of our parents or a parent may call you. It's sad to say, but if we just being honest, a lot of our kids are being raised in single parent households. So our coaches serve as father figures to these kids. Our coaches serve as male positive role models for these kids. A lot of our coaches have been where these players are trying to go.
Correct.
So it's natural for them meaning coaches and staff members, to build real relationships with the players.
Correct.
So yes, they were a part of that program of C1N, and that's where the familiarity
came from. Okay. So then, like, I know you, right? And I know that you're competitive. C1N is competitive. 7-on-7 is competitive.
Yes, sir.
You're competitive as it is. So I know Cam, and I know your competitive spirit and your trash talk. Like, you gonna talk shit. That's just you. Like, you joke. You talk shit to me. You gonna talk shit to everybody. Like,
right.
You gonna. That's you. But I never known you to be violent. So, like, even like on or off the field, anything like that, it's like, so what really led to this? If you knew these guys, and what led to this?
I think that's a part of sports. You play tennis, you play golf, you play basket weaving, you play cricket, you play whatever sport. Obviously, football is a very physical sport. Now, people may say, what is 7-on-7?
Okay.
Right? 7-on-7 is a pass-centric football game that it's not physical, it's just whatever. And it's all in the game. Like, verbal communication is what people use to distract, to deter, to get in another person's head, right? And there was a lot of talking on both sides.
Okay.
On all sides. And let's just put it like that. So I don't wanna point the finger and say, well, this person said this or that person said that. It's all in the nature of sports.
Okay.
I've seen, the content that they put out or whatever. The truth of the matter is this. Me being in my position, I should have never put myself in that position. Mm-hmm. That's just the truth. Because even then, it's like, that shit could have got ugly. Like, for real. It could have. And that's why I'm trying to bring the seriousness to this situation. Like, we can laugh about it. We can play, and I will always try to bring humor into something that's lighthearted, but this is a serious situation that I even seen a clip that said, like, people are laughing, but they weren't laughing about Nipsey.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or call it what you want. It's like, what if serious injury would have happened on either side?
Yeah.
Something happened to me, something happened to them. Now, my 8 children are fatherless now. Because now I'm being sued. Now I got something. It's just bigger than what they say, don't make a rational judgment in the heat of the moment. And there's times where that wasn't even the worst that I've been through. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've rendered my time, and people think like, why is Cam doing this? It's like, no, I cannot. I owe a due diligence. I owe a service to the kids to say like, hey, if I see Cam, this is my opportunity to touch him, to talk to him, to laugh with him, to, compete with him.
Yeah.
This is the only time that they may see somebody. So dare I say I'm not going to ever do it again, but I just let that situation escalate in a way that I didn't, it didn't need to happen.
So you said escalate, right? And so what could you, or how could you have handled that situation differently instead of letting it escalate?
Man, it's so many different things that could have been done, right? First off, I went rogue, Peg.
Not rogue.
I scrambled, and I should have just stayed in the pocket, bro. You feel me?